How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the new entry from ZLog. Recently I just watched one of my subscribers' videos, which I'm also sub to him, TwilightBytes, and he was talking about how, majority of the people on YouTube are buying into the BS and, speaking negatively about Nintendo's E3 plans. And pretty much he was just kind of coming from the standpoint of like how can you honestly be mad when you yourself actually have the opportunity to go to E3 when most of us other people don't have that exact same opportunity. Like when you get to go firsthand to experience all the content, all the new reveals, the new announcements, while everybody else has to use other means to get that exact same information. Like you get the first-hand experience, we get the hand-me-downs. You know what I'm saying? But that's not really what this video is about. What I'm really going to be talking about in this video is E3, just how E3 is done, okay? Because I see a lot of people saying that it's a mistake for Nintendo to do what they're doing again this year. That's fine. That's your opinion. Me, personally, I don't necessarily care as long as I get the information. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how it comes out. As long as it's new, as long as something I don't know about, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the funniest thing about this is people in their notions of like, oh, Nintendo's not going to be at E3 because they can't compete with Sony and Microsoft. They don't got anything new to show. A whole bunch of things that they would like to believe is the reason why they're not going to have a traditional E3. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't Sony and Microsoft's past E3 conferences been pretty boring as shit to watch? Yeah, you guys are talking about how E3 is meant to get you excited, get you hyped up. I mean, come on now. Anybody who sat there and watched Sony and Microsoft's E3s last year, they know that shit was boring, bro. There was nothing exciting about that shit. I mean, Microsoft revealed the first trailer for Halo, the next installment in the Halo series, and I didn't give a shit about it because it was fucking stupid. Like, it started out looking like Prince of Persia shit. You know what I'm saying? He's wearing this fucking cloak in the sandstorm shit. And then all of a sudden the big ass fucking robot comes out of the fucking sand. And then it ends. Like, he pulls out his little, dog tags. And, yeah. Like, that was probably the worst Halo teaser I think I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely not exciting whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows it's a pre-rendered trailer. That's not what the game's gonna look like. Fucking, you had on-stage demos that weren't even working. I mean, I know y'all niggas remember the whole, scene with Battlefield 4 at Microsoft's conference.
The demo features dynamic gameplay that can happen only in Battlefield. Let's take a look. Quiet. We will start over. It will happen, I promise. I'm fine. I guess you may see it later. We're continuing?
Just about to do it. Just about. Exposed. Exposed.
Like, Sony, they sat there. Sony didn't even show anything. They showed third-party games. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that got people excited was the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 was finally announced to be in development. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I sit here and read these comments, and people are talking about, yeah, man, while you guys are gonna be sitting here watching another Nintendo Direct, we're gonna be watching a press conference where they're gonna show off all these AAA games. I'm like, AAA? What are you talking about? So you mean to tell me that last year Sony showed nothing but AAA? So you're gonna try to tell me that Knack is AAA? You know what I'm saying? That game that got universally bad reviews, or average to bad reviews. That's AAA. That's what you guys get excited for, is Knack, right? You guys get excited to watch Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag demos that don't even fucking work, that keep pausing like every 2 seconds for upwards of 30 seconds. I'm gonna watch a 2-hour press conference of people like taking 45-second pauses at every chance they get. We got that. What's that dude? Andrew House. We got that dude Andrew House who revealed the PlayStation 4.
Bosh nigga.
Why do you want to watch that? That is not hype. That is not hype, people. We sitting here looking at Drive Club get revealed, right? Game looks beautiful, right? Why is that game not out yet? It keeps getting delayed. How many times that game got delayed? Exactly. So tell me why you guys keep hyping up these AAA games that we're probably not gonna see for a while. I mean, y'all niggas don't even talk about Deep Down. When was the last time you've seen anybody mention that game? Honestly, when's the last time somebody mentioned Deep Down? You know, that PlayStation 4 exclusive from Capcom. Because I don't remember the last time I even read that name in the comment section. You know what people are talking about? They're talking about fucking Destiny, a third-party multiplayer. You know what people are talking about? They're talking about Watch Dogs, which is due out in like 26 days. They're talking about third-party games. Alright? Y'all don't even hype up the exclusives that you guys have, because there really are none. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what? The Order 1886, Drive Club, and the new Uncharted. I'm not counting The Last of Us, because remasters don't count. Alright? Yeah, I know the Wii U has Legends of the Wind Waker HD. I don't even really count that, because, like, everybody has pretty much said already, it's a remake of a decade-old game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's still exclusive, but I'm not gonna count that as a reason that somebody needs to buy a console. You know what I'm saying? I don't even come out here telling people, yo, you need to buy a Wii U, bro. Mario Kart 8's about to come out. You buy the consoles that you feel like buying if it has the games you feel like playing. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say and listen to somebody try to tell me to buy a console just because it has a third-party game not on the Wii U. You know what I'm saying? Like is the problem is you guys are getting caught up in the whole smoke and mirrors and visual presentations of things that don't even come out the way they look when they get shown for the first time. I mean, Infamous had a graphical downgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how amazing Killzone looked, right? You guys were talking that game up, and then guess what? Half y'all niggas don't even keep the game. Like, y'all buy it and you're like, this game's boring, and then you trade it in. It's the same story. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, what is E3 at this point? Because E3, gaming to me it's turned into just social media bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the PlayStation 4 to me feels like that console that you gotta own just to be with the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because people have that console and ain't doing nothing with it. I'm talking to my boy, and he's telling me how he hasn't played that junk in days. You know what I'm saying? He told me like yesterday that he's gonna turn that junk on, download the update, and then turn it off. And that was it. He wasn't gonna play. He wasn't gonna do nothing with it. He was gonna update it and then turn that junk back off. This is what you guys are hyped for. Game droughts. Of course, it's nice to know that these games are coming out, but when they're not coming out anytime soon, why are you getting hyped? Like, I cannot believe that some people are still hyped up for Final Fantasy 15. We have known about that game for almost 10 years. There should be absolutely no hype for that game whatsoever. Like, it's saddening at this point that we actually have people that can stay hyped for a game they knew about so long. Wow. Like I said, I don't really care about what stage or how the new Zelda gets revealed, as long as it gets revealed. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what is it that I want? I want to see the game. I want to get an idea of what I'm going to be getting in the future. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can understand that's the whole point of E3, but E3, there's a hell of a lot of fluff that doesn't come to fruition when it's time for action. You know what I mean? So I would rather see a game, get little tidbits of information, not promises. Not promises that aren't kept, okay? Because we have a couple companies here that are amazing at doing so. Like, you mean to tell me that after that beastly ass Smash Bros. Direct, that beastly ass Mario Kart 8 Direct, that y'all are mad because Nintendo ain't having the E3? When last I checked, that was one of the things that y'all were getting the most pissed about, is because you didn't have no information on these games. If they just gave you 2 directs where it was nothing but information on these games. But y'all are mad because Nintendo's not having the E3 conference, where y'all want them to show a ton of games, but very little information on each game. So first it's they're not giving us enough information, and now you're essentially saying you don't want information. You just want them to have visual presentation. So which is it, people? Which is it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which is it? Like, what are we actually mad about this time? Because everybody's in the same boat. Everybody is in the same boat. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. They all need to come to this E3, regardless of press conference or not, and they need to show some brand new games. They need to show games that will entice people to buy their console. Of course, the PlayStation 4, not so much, because people are buying that just to mess around on Playroom. But I mean, people are starting to finally catch on that the PS4, Sony right now, it's pretty obvious they ain't got shit to offer you, bro. Because all their games keep getting delayed. You know what I'm saying? They're porting all their PlayStation 3 games to that shit. And, you know, that's why it'd be more convenient they just have backwards compatibility. But, nope. It's all fine and dandy right there, right? I even saw a dude who was mad because he said, how does the Wii U get direct upload to YouTube before the PlayStation 4? Like, that's really a problem. You know what I'm saying? You're more concerned about a fucking feature than you are about a game. Like, that is sad. You know what I'm saying? But I pretty much dragged this video on long enough. Like, what? It's just proof positive that we as gamers just cannot be satisfied one way or the other. It's like constant civil war. constant civil war. I mean, I know this is a website that's pure opinions, but come on now, you can't sit here.